Good evening, everyone. Today I wanted to talk about how how people tend to be kind of quick to conflict. Um, a lot of people tend to be angry nowadays. Um, they have, I don't know, a lot of stuff going on in their lives, or maybe that's just how they've been for a long time, and it just became normal to them. I wanted to talk about that. Um, I've noticed that about a lot of people don't realize that these people aren't necessarily trying to hurt you or even really trying to be mean to you. Um, a lot of times, anger is an expression of sadness, scaredness, anxiety. I've said this before, and because of that, they express it in a way that's a lot simpler. Um, a lot more primal. It actually has a name. It's called regression. You regress in your stages of development. Um, Imagine regressing to the point where a little kid has a tantrum. That's pretty much what it is. I mean, I've seen it, like people straight up having full on like a child tantrum. And really what they're doing is they're diverting that emotion into something that's a lot easier to handle. Um, Drama is always like a go-to for a lot of people. Um, and really, what it is, it's just life, like like hitting you pretty much, like like hurting. And a lot of people don't realize that they're not the only ones going through that. Um, it sometimes feels like you are. A lot of times it feels like you're the only one in the world that gets fucked over, gets, I don't know, gets hurt. I've been there. It's a real feeling. You actually feel it. Like why only me? Why? And really, what it is just we have this innateness to think that we're in a story where we're the protagonist, and really, it's non-existent. There is no such thing as a story. The story is life. Life is life is funny. Um, I've said this in other videos as well. The bad stuff's always gonna be there. It doesn't matter who you are. Sometimes you see people that are like happy, like I don't know, at peace. I want to say at peace, not happy, because I don't think happiness actually exists. I think it's more they've accepted what life is. And accepting what life is probably one of the biggest steps, like, to finding peace in your life. Um, I'm trying to do that, and it's damn near impossible. But at the same time, it's possible. I said near impossible, not impossible. there seems to be a very odd dynamic between that entitlement of, oh, I'm the protagonist of the story and I deserve this, I deserve that. And I think that's the innateness of our selfishness as human beings, our egos. And sometimes it feels like it gives us power over other people. And in reality, what it is, it's just, I don't know, you don't want to feel weak, you don't want to feel vulnerable, you don't want to feel anxious, so you put on this facade. And then chaos becomes normal, it becomes a habit. But in reality, all it is a perception of that particular individual. I used to be that individual. But that's what it is, it's a perception. And the thing about perceptions is that just because you have a bad one now doesn't mean it can't change. You can have a perception of the world, of your quote unquote normal, and that could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing, that could be somewhere in between, that could be whatever you want it to be. It is what you want it to be, it's your perception. But I want to encourage people to, I don't know, I think we innately have this feeling of what's right and what's wrong, what's beautiful and what's ugly. And I want to encourage people to look at the lighter side of things. Be a little bit more patient with the people that haven't understood the stuff I'm talking about right now. Some people will never understand, by the way. I know people that are like 80 years old that still act like children. My 9-year-old acts more mature than they do. But yeah, I just want to encourage people to look at the good. Oh, not right now. I just want to encourage people to look at the good. And with that being said, the whole alcoholism thing, it's going. It still kind of sucks. It doesn't still kind of suck. It really sucks. It's still I think it's like the 8th day or something like that. So I get cravings like crazy. I get thoughts about it all the time. But I think I went through the worst part already. So now I think it's just keeping it up. So that's a plus. And I also wanted to say, anybody watching, again, please subscribe. I want to be able to do different things on here. And if you do, that's super cool for me. So, I don't know, I can put out different messages. Maybe a little bit more in thought. But, thank you for watching. Thank you to all the people that have encouraged me to do this. This started out as a kind of like a journal, but I'm starting to realize I want to make it something a little different. There's one thing I haven't talked about, which is well, God. I believe in God quite a bit, I wouldn't call myself like a devoted Christian or anything like that, or because I believe in theology in general. Anything that makes sense to me, I'm gonna talk about it. Um, there's gonna be a couple of videos about that. I don't know, the more spiritual side of things, and I look forward to those. Hope you do too. With that being said,